Hi, I'm KT Velez, and I'm an agent with REMAX Country. I've worked with REMAX Country since 2013, and if you're watching this video, you're probably in the process of buying your first home, or perhaps you're contemplating listing your home for the first time. Either way, if you choose to work with me or not, I hope that this video will provide some helpful information for you in this process. I want to share with you some of the reviews that my clients were kind enough to write about me on Zillow.com. One of them says, "She knows her stuff and really had my best interest at heart." Another couple says they couldn't ask for a better realtor. She was always on top of everything. Another one says, "I helped them find the right house in the right neighborhood at the right price." A great couple in my own town said that I was an expert in guiding them to a home that they loved and could afford. And finally, one of my youngest clients shared with me that I was always 100% honest. I think it's so important for you to know that about me, that when working with me, you can always count on me. So many times we find ourselves working with an agent that we didn't necessarily choose. An agent, as we can be very aggressive and pushy, sometimes an agent will attach themselves to you. And I think it's so important to make sure that you take the time to interview an agent, whether it's by video like you're doing now, or just by having a list of questions that you need to ask and you need to get answered before you decide to work with someone. And I have requirements that actually I have expectations of my clients, and I want to share them with you, because if you feel like, you know what, that's a bit much, Katie, I don't think I can handle that, then, that's okay. But I want to share them with you because I think these expectations have helped me to be successful. They've helped me to have great relationships with my clients, and they've set a tone for how we're going to address looking for a home. And so the first thing I ask of all of my clients is that you make sure that you get pre-qualified before we get together. I think it's so important for you and I to know where you stand. A lot of times I find some of my newer clients kind of wanting to keep that number to themselves, and they don't want me to know what their magic number is. But that number helps me to know what houses I can target, what are our limits, and what houses and what areas I can search for you in. And knowing that you're pre-qualified is important, because in a situation where you find the house that you love, we want to be able to perform. We want to be able to put that offer in and say, yes, we can do this, we can put this offer, we are confident, and that if you choose our offer, if you accept our offer, we can make this happen. And so knowing that ahead of time really takes a load off your shoulders and really helps you to be confident that you can buy the house of your dreams. The second thing that I ask of my clients is that you be on time. You would not imagine how we have to make appointments for every home that we see, whether they are vacant, whether they are occupied with tenants. Some of them are occupied with the seller themselves, and there are many times that the seller is waiting for us to arrive. And if you're late, that's a bad reflection on us. And it's just so important to just be 20 minutes early if you can. But plan that time, because you're making the most important investment of your life in some cases. And this is something that you don't want to take for granted or be late for. And it really just says a lot to the seller when you're there, when you say you're going to be there, and it helps the process go a lot smoother. The third thing I ask is that you have your professional team interviewed and ready to go. And the professional team that I'm talking about are your home inspector, are your lawyer, are your moving company. It's so good if you can get those things out of the way, even if you haven't found the perfect house, to have somebody in your back pocket, a lawyer that you're familiar with, or a recommendation that you can call them to find out what their rates are, find out what their expectations are, find out what it's going to mean to work with them. These things will help make the process so much smoother and stress-free for you, so that we're not finding the perfect home and now you're scrambling to find a lawyer you can trust, a home inspector, and all these things all at the same time. So these are things that will really help to make the process a lot smoother for you. Finally, I ask that we have a great time. Really, home shopping for me is really just taking some time to dream, to think about the possibilities, to talk about the future, to talk about, your 7-month-old's prom and where she's going to stand, and is this the staircase, and is this where she's going to take pictures, and really dreaming about those things in that moment. That's the fun part for me, and it's a great time for you as well. Bring snacks, bring water. Sometimes we're going to look at a lot of houses. I never tire, so you really have to tell me, Katie, it's time for us to stop. But I encourage you to have a great time. This is going to be the time of our lives, and I look forward to working with you if you choose to work with me. And if we find that this is a great mutual place for us, let's do it. I would love the chance to work with you. So again, my name is KT Velez. I work with REMAX Country in Milltown, New Jersey. If you'd like to reach me directly, my cell phone number is 732-789-9935. Call me today. Thanks. Bye-bye.